Hi everybody, this is Dorothy Kelty with Raccoon Alley Creations on YouTube, and for the third year in a row, I'm part of Terry Lee's at Sweet Pea Papers Crafty Christmas in July 2024, and that's the hashtag, Crafty Christmas in July 2024, okay? The papers that I'm using for this project, this is my first project for this, is Sherry Zimmer's Blue Retro Christmas. Okay, so these are all of the people who donated papers for this collaboration. And there are some gorgeous papers here. I'll tell you, we're going to see wonderful things this July. So the designers that have donated papers are Line.era, Kara Brandon Creations, Nonstop Paper Crafts, Crafty Dragon Creations, Natty and Moon, studio28ejournal Creations, which is Sherry Zimmer's, which I'm using, The Trucking Scribe, Beauty and Books, Paperomia, Raindrop Lila, and Emma Parrish Artist. Now there's going to be a list below this video of all the collaborators, and you really need to stop in and see what's happening because there are some wonderful creators in this collaboration. Now, what I'm doing, I've never done a golden book, and that's basically what this is. In 1957, my godmother gave me this book, the Christmas Storybook, and the end was falling apart. This book was falling apart. I read this when I was a child. I read it to my little sisters, three little sisters as they were growing up. I read it to my nieces and nephews. I read it to my daughter, and I want to preserve it. And so I thought that I would make it into a journal. Now, what I've done here is I've divided the papers in the book into two signatures, and then I've added three signatures from Sherry Zimmer's papers. And so we have one there, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. This does reach over into the cover and the back page, the way this was done. Because it was torn out, the first page of each of the two signatures that came out of the book had one page that was loose. So I used this is Tim Holtz fabric tape, but you could just use a piece of fabric or washi tape or something to secure it. And so all that's really doing is securing this first page to the last page of the signature. I will be doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch in the middle of these signatures, right through here. So it'll still have this rough from the original signatures, and I just like that, okay? So in order to put this together, I need to be very careful to keep these in the right order. So I'm going to go ahead and clip them together. Now, what I'm going to do, because the edge of it was completely torn up, I prepared a piece of cardboard. I put a little bit of fabric around both ends, and then I have this fabric to attach the covers are. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue this piece down the center, okay? I am leaving a little bit of more space probably than I need to right here in the center, and that's because these pages are actually a little longer than the size of the book, and so I wanted to give it a little bit more room on the cover. So like I said a minute ago, I haven't done a golden book before. This is my first attempt at this, so I'm learning, and hopefully this is going to work out well. Okay? Blanche and Emmett that you see on there were my godparents' names. Okay, so we're just going to put this along here. And glue that down. And now I'm going to take this one and do the same thing. I washed this book, but you know, it's so old. It's still pretty stained and everything. I'm debating about laminating this whole cover when I'm done to preserve it. But if it seems like it's secure enough, then I won't bother doing that. Okay? So there we have it. And then I have another piece. This is not it. Here, that's going to go over the top. And I'm actually going to put two pieces here and go over it a little bit more just to strengthen that and make it really good. I'm going to start with this side because I do want to leave this page legible. So let's go down here, go here, and go on here. Now because I'm going to spread this out with my finger just like that. And now let's do this. Now I like the torn edge look, so that's why I've left this like this. So by overlapping this will also add strength to it. So, and I'm going to have to trim this a little bit. Often when you use fabric and you put it over, what you'll find is that the fabric stretches a little bit when you glue it down. All right, let's just put this here and put this here. So I'll probably trim some of these rough edges off, but as I said, if I decide that I don't like the way it looks, I'll trim the edges with lace on the outside. Let's go ahead and trim this off. Okay, so now I've got that done, and this is ready to, I'm going to let this dry before I actually sew in the signatures. Now what I've done here, whoops, so I've got 4 of the retro Christmas pages in here, and then I have them separated with another page of paper of some kind. Some of these, so lines, this. Now this page right here, so another thing that I tend to do is not to worry too awful much about things being exactly the same length as long as they stay within the book. But this is a little bit too long. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. Okay, so this is going to be the first one. Then comes this one. This is the second one. This is what I get for measuring the pages instead of just trimming them. And then this one, and then this one. Okay, that's within the size. Okay, so now I don't plan on putting any decorations for the most part on this. Might put a little something on here, but I do intend to decorate some of these pages with some pockets and maybe, you know, some other things that will be pretty. So take a look at these. Okay, this one right here, we have that nice blue line. I think what I'm going to do is take this and sew it on the edge of this page. So it won't cover up the whole edge of the page, but it will decorate part of it. You know. This is Broken China Distress Ink, and I'm going to take that. It's actually, hold on. I don't want that color, that's got too much green in it. This is Marina Mist. Okay, let's take this. Green does like coming through, doesn't it? Nope, I'm wrong. This. Okay. I just had too much of the greenest blue on this dauber. I tend to, like for my different blues and stuff, I'll use one. For my greens, I'll use the other one. Well, on that other bluish color, I probably should have used the green dauber instead of the blue dauber. Okay, so I'm just going to take this. I got my sewing machine right here next to me, so I'm just going to go over here for just a second and sew this on the edge of the page real quick. So now this, even with that, it stays inside this edge. This one here on the back, or on this white page, we have some tags and things that are here. Now, I like this, these two like ticket size things. I think I'm going to glue this on, and then I think I'm going to take a break. Might be video 2, or I might put these two together. And I'm going to let the cover dry, and I'm going to cut out these pockets and cards and things And that way, they'll be ready for me to put them on. Okay, so we're just going to put this here like a belly band. Okay, so have a belly band right there. Okay, so I'm going to stop. I will be back with another video or with an extension on this video. Please like my videos and subscribe to my channel, and please join myself and all the other creators with these beautiful papers and creations that we'll be making this Crafty Christmas in July 2024.